Howdy, howdy, hey there, chat, it's me. And it's time for stream. Let's go. Beep, 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 beep. Yes, hi everybody, welcome to Wednesday stream. This music is very sad. We're just listening to my random, like, chill stream jams, but it's too soft. There we go, it's a little better. Yeah, hi everybody, how's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. We're drawing the man, the myth, the legend, Vesper Noir today. He's the last of my, Holostars Tempus fan arts that I have in my backlog. And I'm gonna finally heckin' finish them today. It's the final Vesper. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Indeed it is. That is true. It is Wednesday. It is mother hecking Wednesday, my dudes. Yeah. I was actually a little bit nervous going into this stream because I was working on comic pages right beforehand, and usually I'm done with my comic pages for the week by Wednesday, but I'm a little bit behind this week. And so I was working on inking one of the pages, and there's like a really, really detailed couple of background panels in it. And I was trying to ink it, but it was giving me some trouble, and now my wrist is like a little hurty. Like a little bit, so I'm gonna try and kind of take it easy on this stream today, not press down too hard or anything. Because I don't want to aggravate my hand any more than it already is. Oh, stretch break? Okay. Let everybody stretch that. Stretch your back, stretch your wrist, stretch all your nonsense. Boop, 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 boop. Yum. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna end up sleeping in my wrist brace tonight. It's like, ugh, I'm working too hard. I'm working too heckin' hard and my wrist is getting mad at me. Wrist-chan, no, you're so sexy. Why am I cursed? Why am I a cursed person? Also, Fox Doodle Noodle, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream squad. Yeah, so I'm very happy because this design and my Vash design are like the last of the charm designs I'm trying to crank out before MomoCon, which means that starting next week, I can start working on prints, new print designs for my eventual print wall that I'll have at conventions from now on. Wowie wow. Watching your channel has given me motivation to actually keep making stuff, so thanks a ton. Oh, hell yeah! Thank you for watching, and thank you for continuing to make cool stuff. That's all I could want, really. Makes me really happy when people say that, like, they got their motivation from watching my videos, or, like, got it back after they were feeling demotivated. I'm like, hell yeah. I want to be, like, kind of not actually a motivational speaker, but just like a little bit of one, you know? Just a little bit of one. Because making art is cool and fun. I think that everybody should make art if it pleases them. Very difficult, but I do believe it is something that everybody should do. At least a little bit. Share the joy of making things, you know? Oh wow, my shoulder's real crackly today. Oh boy. Oh boy, crackle shoulder. Wow, it's like there's a bunch of popcorn in there. Oy oy. Our style has influenced my art for the better. Aw, thank you. I'm glad. Make the heck out of those things. Yeah, exactly. Make cool shit and then share that cool shit. Inspire other people to make cool shit. It's like whatever the opposite of a vicious cycle is. It's a cool cycle. Cycle of cool shit. Let's go. Thank you for making your webcomics 101. Came across the other day and it's motivated to get rolling on my comic. Heck yeah, make a comic, let's go! Beep, 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 beep. I can only do my air horn so many times. I wish my air horn button wasn't broken. It keeps breaking, because Stream Deck keeps updating their software. And then it makes my air horn button not work anymore. I'm very sad. I'm actually gonna... a symmetrical ruler. Okay. Symmetrical ruler. One of my many artistic best friends. Let's go. Makes great background noise. I'm background noise. Beep boop. Beep boop. Boopity beeps. Beep boops. I'm background noise. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. You guys, I'm excited. I'm so friggin' excited, you guys. You know why? You know why I'm excited? You know why I'm so friggin' excited? We have D&D tomorrow. We get to play D&D tomorrow. I'm so excited. I've been waiting. It's felt like it's been a million billion years. We get to play D&D tomorrow. It's only been like 2 weeks since our last session, but it has felt like a lifetime of pain and suffering waiting for the next Dungeons and Dragons. I gotta get it in. I gotta get the D&D. I gotta get the good fantasy flowing through my veins. I'm going to drink the dragon. I'm going to drink the Dungeons and the Dragons. Slurp. Fox Plush, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream squad. But yeah, so for those who are unaware, I am in 2 D&D campaigns right now. I am in our streamed game. It's called What's Left of Us, that you should totally go watch on our DM The Jcorns channel on YouTube's. But this is another campaign that I am in. We do not stream. That we only started, like, really recently, like, within the last month and a half or so, I believe. This is technically only our second session with the full party third session with the full party all together. Our second session was last time. But I am excited. I'm very excited. I'm gonna play my girl Verity, my sad burple tiefling. The saddest little baby imaginable. And if I can help it, I will not be committing any war crimes as her, despite what all of my Discord and stream mods have been telling me to do. They want me to commit war crimes so bad. Well, no. How about that? Mr. Treewater, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream squad. Oh no, piss water! 997, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream squad. Sorry about your username. Yeah, I've been the forever DM for a very long time, for several years, and I'm just very happy that now I get to play some Dungeons and Dragons. I'm so excited. Because, like, I've enjoyed being a DM. It has been a lot of fun. But there's something different about getting to actually, like, play and be a little character and just have your little guy, just be a little guy and go on adventures, and that's all I want. I just want to be a little guy and go on little adventures. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, he does have, like, the little top border thing. I get very theater kid about playing D&D. I, like, rehearse my lines in the shower. And by lines, I mean instances of dialogue that may or may not actually come up in the game. What is a game but an opportunity to be a little guy? Exactly. Exactly. I just want to be a little guy. Go with good little adventures. And by little guy, I of course mean a little tiefling, because freaking basically every single one of my PCs for the last, like, several things I've played in have been tieflings. I just think they're neat. I like tieflings. They're cool, and they can be rainbow, despite what the player's handbook says, because fuck the player's handbook. If I want to make my tiefling blue, I'ma make them blue! AU, where Emery is the artist/player and stars the character in her campaign. Oh god. I was just thinking about, like, what would my stats be if I was a D&D character? I was thinking about that the other night. And I'm like, I feel like I would have a relatively high constitution score, and then I remember the time that I tried to break up a dogfight, and I had to run a quarter of a mile at my max speed, and it wrecked me so bad that I was down and out for the entire rest of the day. And I'm like, okay, maybe my constitution wouldn't be that high, actually. But yeah, I'm very excited about D&D tomorrow. We have D&D tomorrow, and then next week we have What's Left of Us. No, I think? Is next week What's Left of Us already? Yeah, sure shit is. Let's go. And then the week after that, we play Verity's campaign again, and I'm just like, yes, 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 3 weeks in a row of Dungeons and Dragons. And then there's gonna be an off week where I get no D&D, and that's gonna be the worst week imaginable. I'm very bummed. I'm actually gonna be missing What's Left of Us in May because I have a convention that weekend. I'm very sad about it. What I'm hoping is that maybe, since we're supposed to be finishing the current arc in the next session, in our April session, that maybe we'll do something similar to what we did last time we leveled up. Conveniently, that was our previous May episode where we just, like, all kind of separate and we do our little, like, one-shot Tails embossing say little segments. So that I can still kind of sort of play and we can like do level up sessions or something. I don't know. I don't know what Jay has got planned. I just like D&D. Oh, hydrate? Okay. There is no Death Jew in Ba Sing Se. There is no volcano in Ba Sing Se. You guys. Yous guys. Little corner protectors. I never knew what these little, like, designs on books were supposed to be when I would see them in, like, fantasy stuff growing up. I found out a couple years ago they're just, like, little corner protectors, and I thought that that was neat. Protect the corners of your little books. I had to, I kind of modified a hardback book, added some corner protectors and some other like random stuff for a cosplay prop that I made a while back. Actually, do I want to go ahead and just do all that in black? I feel like I kind of do. Yeah, I've got a lot to do this week. I'm gonna be busy for the remainder of the week, but I'm getting stuff done, which is good. I need to finish the bookmark design for my next Kickstarter stretch goal. Check out my Kickstarter, by the way, if you haven't already. Wink. We passed double the original funding amount, I think yesterday? It's been going a little crazy ever since my video came out a few days ago. I guess it was on Monday. Which is, you know, it's like exactly what I wanted to happen, because like I made a poll a couple weeks ago, right? That was like, hey, what topic do you guys want to see for my next video? And the things not to do in a webcomic theme was the one that the most people voted for, and I was like, oh, well, perfect. That gives me every opportunity to shill my Kickstarter. And then hope that the video performs well so that I can get some more money on the Kickstarter. Get some more eyes on the Kickstarter. And then it did, and I was very excited about it. E-Prower, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream squad. I lowered the volume of the Twitch alerts, by the way, so they hopefully shouldn't be quite so dang loud. Because I noticed when I was watching Monday's stream, the VOD, the alerts were a little bit loud. Turn them down, so they shouldn't be quite so loud anymore. But if they are still too loud, I can adjust them. You guys just let me know. YouTube video on the webcomic stuff was really good. I enjoyed it. Thank you! Yeah, enough people have said that they would be interested in like a part 2 / sequel / a more positive spin on the previous topic. Means that I am probably gonna do it. Make a sequel video that's like things you should definitely do in your comic. It probably won't be my next video though. My next video is going to be my my next video is gonna be my 50,000 subscriber video. My brain is not working today. Next videos or theme song. Shush. Some of those webcomic no-nos you talked about apply to, say, strip-based gag comics. I don't see why they wouldn't apply. I mean, a lot of the stuff in there is pretty, like, general. So, I mean, I would say it applies just as much to strip-based comics as anything else. What am I doing here? I'm kind of freeballing this, sword hilt, but whatever. How do they apply? The same way I talked about in the video. Comics is comics, man. It's like, yes, they apply the same to strip-based comics as they would apply to every other type of comic. I don't see why it's different. They is the same. Comics is comics. Want to get the How to Webcomic book, since you're making a remake, I'm gonna wait until that comes out. I mean, if you back the Kickstarter, you'll get like a slight discount on the new one. I mean, that's, if you want the book, the best and fastest way to get it's gonna be backing it on Kickstarter. So, you know. Love your content and wish I could get your Patreon, but I'm not in the position to do so right now. Hey, totally cool. I've always told people, it's like, hey, I appreciate any and all support I get on the Patreon, but if you can't afford it, then you can't afford it, and I'm not gonna, like, get mad and guilt trip people for not supporting the Patreon. The Patreon is and always will be an optional thing if people want to support me in extra ways. But I'm not ever gonna be one of those people that's just like, support me on Patreon. If you enjoy my content, you need to be paying for it, because, like, fuck that kind of attitude. And also, no. I get a fairly decent amount of ad revenue just from people watching my videos, and that doesn't involve them, like, directly impacting their own personal finances to support me. I never want people to, like, support me before supporting themselves, you know? Take care of yourselves first. That's my rule. But, like, if you ever do have the money sitting around and you want to get some extra stuff, the Patreon is there. I actually, I haven't announced it anywhere because I've been meaning to make, like, a big proper post about, like, the state of the Patreon and such. I just haven't had time to, like, sit down and type it out. Because I've hit a lot of new Patreon goals recently. Where I've promised, like, new comics, like, new bonus comics and stuff when we hit such and such a goal, but right now it's just, like, I'm a little bit too busy to, like, commit to making new stuff. And so I was gonna make, like, a post about that, talking about how, I'm gonna do it eventually, but it's probably gonna have to wait until after the book revisions are done, and after the Volume 1 Kickstarter is in full swing. Because that's my main priority with Cast Off right now. Getting that heckin' book done. Keeping up with the updates and also getting the heckin' book done. But I am probably going on hiatus in June to work on the book and get all my stuff taken care of. But yeah, so one thing I actually did add to the Patreon, and like I said, I haven't announced it yet, but I'm going to eventually, is that I actually added a new goal to the Kickstarter. At I think 1650 is what I put it at. Once we hit that point on the Kickstarter, I will actually be able to afford to hire an assistant to like consistently help me with comic work, and they'd mostly be doing like flats. I mostly just need like a comic flatter, because then I can like farm out that little bit of work, and that's like an hour of work each week that I don't have to do by myself. And that would be, frankly, pretty freaking awesome. But the thing is, like, the Patreon is going towards paying my bills and stuff. So I gotta make sure that my bills are accounted for. So the goal reflects, once we hit that goal on Patreon, it means that the comic and the Patreon, by extension, is fully funding my mortgage, plus a little extra that I can use to pay a flatter. So... yeah, and it's like, it's expensive. It's an expensive goal. It's like $16.50, but at the same time, like, I don't want to jinx it, but my Patreon's been doing really well ever since my YouTube kind of started taking off, so I'm like, maybe we hit that sooner than I think? So yeah, it's like, I know I'm behind on, like, getting through some of, like, the bonus comic goals that I promised. And I am gonna do those eventually, it's just that right now there's other stuff that I gotta focus on more. I gotta put my priorities where they're gonna lie. Trying to figure out how to draw these like little waist, it's like little buttonies. I think I like that better. That looks a little bit more true to the... yeah. Make it kind of come down like this. If you look at the reference, they don't go fully around the buttons. Okay, so there's these little coat buttons. Cool beans, and then we're gonna draw the little middle sections. Dang VTubers and their dang complicated outfits. I die. That's why my VTuber design is relatively simple. Easy to draw. Not a lot of details that I have to remember. Just like, shirt, skirt shorts combo, bows, big ol' scarf. My first time I've been in a live chat that actually has ongoing conversation. Welcome to my stream. I miss a lot of messages sometimes because I'm working and I'm drawing, but I do my best. Keep up with the conversation. What do his little shirt corners look like? Okay. Pretty much exactly how I drew them is what they look like. Haha, I'm a genius. Do you have any tips on comics and composition? Yeah, and I compiled them into a 200-page book that you can get on Kickstarter right now. One of the biggest things I added to the new book was like several pages on planning compositions and stuff along those lines. How to plan compositions, how to organize panels, how to do page layouts, things of that nature. You can get the book right now on Kickstarter. When did you hit 30K? Like yesterday. It's very exciting. Kickstarter's been doing very good ever since I yelled about it on my video that got posted on Monday. It's very exciting. It's like, I want to post the next stretch goal, but at the same time, it's like, I was originally going to set the next stretch goal to be 30,000, and we kind of smashed right through that. And then I was going to set it, and it was like, okay, well, maybe I'll set it to 35. And then we're getting close to smashing through that one now. So it's like, do I set it to 40? There's still like 2 weeks left of the campaign. We're not even halfway there yet. Good golly. It's going. Congrats on 30K. Thank you. Yes, this is another character I'm gonna have fun doing all my sassy little line art tricks on with all my little spot blacks. You guys know me, I love me some sassy little spot blacks on my line art. Why am I saying it like that? I sound so weird. My sassy little spot blacks. What the fuck is wrong with me? What's going on his shoes? Okay, the strap does go all the way around. Alright, so I'll do that. Shoes. Okay, it's got like the little steel tips. Boop. With my sassy little spot blacks. Oh yes. I love drawing shiny things. Get to add all my little spot blacks to them and they look neat and cool and neat. Other shoe back there. A hint at the second shoe. You have like the... Yeah, he's got like the seam down the side of the pants. I will draw that. These little details on the sleevey sleeves. This man is like a freaking Final Fantasy character. He's got so many like weird little belts on his outfit. There's too many. Weird little belts. Sheesh. Like a freaking Final Fantasy character. Okay. Also, just for people's benefits, in case you were curious, I'm gonna do his glasses on like a separate layer so that I can have them on one side and off on the other. Because it's fancy. Wolves and Pony Art 13, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream squad. What does it mean when someone's username is green? That, I believe, means that they are a channel member. Which is like, Patreon, but exclusively for YouTube. I only have one tier for my memberships. It's like $2, and it basically just, it gives you access to my videos early, and also you get to use emotes in chat. There were like other tiers that I could have made it like multiple tiers, but I decided against it because I'm like, I already have the Patreon. Channel membership is mostly just there. It's like, I made it into just the equivalent of a Twitch sub. But you also get additional benefits because, you can get my videos a couple days early. You can also get videos early by joining my Patreon. So, you know. Yoko Artist, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream squad. But yeah, the Patreon's been growing pretty significantly the last couple of months, and it's making me really excited. I never want to get my expectations up too high, but the Patreon is the main way I support myself with the comic. So it means a lot that new people are finding the comic and enjoying it enough to support it. It makes me happy. You're one of, if not my favorite artists. Oh, thank you! That means a lot. Thank you so much. You ever messed with Blender before? Oh my god, have I messed with Blender. Okay, full disclosure, I'm not very good at Blender, but I use it to do 3D models of complicated comic backgrounds so that I can A, keep details consistent, and B, so I can save time by not having to fuck around with the perspective every time I draw a background. I don't 3D model like every single background that I do, just the ones that are complicated and have a lot of detail so I can keep it consistent across multiple pages. Like right now I'm working on modeling a background that is going to get quite a lot of use over the next like chapter or two. But the problem is that it's like a very cluttered space with a lot of bullshit in it. I'm like, I'm gonna get so sick of this place by the time I'm done. But it's gonna look cool, and that's what ultimately matters. Like the library? Yes, like the library, my god. The current scene would not look nearly as good if I hadn't, like, jumped into figuring out Blender. Because my god, some of the perspective on the shots in that library are killer. But I can get away with a lot more complicated stuff now because I've got a 3D model that I can use as a reference. It's very handy. Life is short. Trace the 3D model. It's fine. I have other things to do. And I only have one life. Dang it. Heliosanto, thank you for the Prime sub! I appreciate it, thank you! Welcome to the sub squad. Thank you for giving me Beth Jezos's money. That's just a dumb joke I like to say. If you have Amazon Prime and you're not using it to support a streamer every month, you're basically just giving Beth Jezos money for free. Steal money from Beth Jezos. Support a streamer in the process. You don't have to use it on me, but you should always be using your Prime subs. Rest of drawing all this complicated stuff. It's why I have so much respect for y'all. Thank you. Doing my best over here. Okay, now let's do these glazes. I know his glasses look a little funky, but they are going to be mostly behind his hair, so it's fine. Hey Star, you're a major part of my art journey and you forever will be. I want to support you on Patreon, but I'm not in the position. I still want to support you though. Hey friend, thank you so much. You can, like, honestly, if you can't, I said this earlier, but you might not have been here. If you can't support me on Patreon, that's totally cool. You should definitely take care of yourself first. But also, I do get ad revenue just from folks watching my videos. So I appreciate your support either way. So thank you so much. Rasterize, beautiful. I've started getting a lot of new people saying that, like, I've inspired them on their artistic journey and stuff, and it's just like, oh gosh, this is suddenly a lot. It's suddenly very emotional. Just very suddenly a lot of people are telling me that they like my art and stuff, and it's very cool. So thank you guys. I'm not good at getting emotional, but it does mean a lot, so thank you. Boop, boop. So glasses on, glasses off, glasses on, glasses off. Haha! Yay! Chapter 3, episode 41 of Cast Off, and I love this comic. Thank you for reading my webbed comic! I appreciate it. Alrighty. I think it's time to do just like a kind of second pass over the inks to make sure they are nice and thick all the way around. We love thick line art over here. Dang it. Where can I find your comic? Stream Elements will tell you. Like 2 messages above yours. Yeah, folks, in case for frequently asked questions, I have our dear bot Stream Elements in the chat that reacts to certain keywords. So make sure that you're, like, not skipping its messages, because if Stream Elements replies to you, then it'll answer frequently asked questions for me, so I don't have to answer the same questions over and over again in chat. It's very handy. We love Stream Elements. We love the bot buddy. Doing his job over here. Save? Okay. Oh man, so here's the thing I can talk about. Because I just noticed how many people are watching me right now. Oh, heck and beans! Misty Nebula, thank you for the tier 1 sub! Haven't been around much lately, but I wanted to let you know that you are awesome. Oh, well, thank you! I appreciate that. Welcome back to the sub squad. Oh, my eyes itchy. What was I talking about before this? Oh, yeah. So, I spent so long... I just can't get over how much, like, my... It sounds dramatic, but how much YouTube has kind of, like, changed the course of my... I don't want to say, like, it's completely altered the course of my career, but, like, it's changed the way that I thought I was gonna go about things. YouTube has kind of altered my trajectory pretty significantly, because for a long time, I was focused on, like, trying to get people to read my webcomic and trying to get people to come to my streams, and, like, my goal was to hit Twitch Partner someday. I really, really wanted to hit Twitch Partner, right? But now Twitch is just kind of bullshit, and now that I've started YouTube, I've just been putting out videos on YouTube, and I've gotten so much more traction than I ever did on Twitch. It's to the point where it's, like, actually kind of remarkable. And now, like, I have 78 people watching me just on YouTube. And, like, I feel like if I wanted to, I could just, like, I could just direct everyone to my Twitch streams. If I really wanted to push it, I could, like, push enough people over to my Twitch streams, I think, that I could meet the qualifications to get Twitch Partner. But I kind of don't want to anymore. Like, I still stream on Twitch because I know that people prefer to watch me there sometimes, and, like, there's no downsides to... Well, I mean, there's a couple little downsides to multi-streaming, but it's mostly just because the chat can be a little bit slow. Taylane, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream squad. But yeah, it's like... If I wanted to, I probably could go for Twitch Partner. But, like, there wouldn't really be any benefit to me at that point. Because, like... I'm doing okay. I'm doing, like... Just by putting out videos, I've done so much better on YouTube in the past 8 or 9 months than I did on Twitch over the last several years. Because, like, for years, I was grinding on Twitch and trying to build my platform to eventually get to Twitch Partner. And it was slow going, but I was, you know, gradually building shit up. But now it's just, like... I post a couple of funny videos that take off on YouTube, and now I have almost 80 people in YouTube chat alone. There are over 100 people watching me across both platforms right now. And that's wild. I never thought I'd get here this fast. Or at all. So I've become a total YouTube simp, I guess is what we have to really acknowledge here. Is that, like, Twitch and TikTok, I've been trying so hard to, like, get a, I've been trying so hard to get an audience on both those platforms to help me, and ultimately YouTube has done so much more in such a short amount of time that it's like, I've like almost completely given up on TikTok. I don't give a shit about TikTok anymore, really. And that's my largest platform. It's wild to think that I don't care about my largest platform. Also, I see that hydrate. Yeah, like, I'm planning on taking my 10 things you should never do in a webcomic video and making it into, like, a couple of shorts, is what I would like to do, maybe next week when I have some more free time. And then I'll probably, like, I'll post them mostly on YouTube Shorts, but then I can also cross-post them on, like, TikTok and Instagram Reels. But, like, right now, in the last 4 months, YouTube has gone from one of my smallest platforms to my second largest platform on social media. And it's fucking wild. It's like, as cheesy as it sounds, it almost feels like the universe is trying to tell me something. It feels like the universe is trying to tell me that I was supposed to be a YouTube person. That I'm like, this is what I'm supposed to have been doing, and now that I finally found it, it's like, yep, okay, we gotta love bomb her a little bit so that she knows that she's supposed to be doing YouTube stuff. You were built for this! And it sounds so stupid, but it's just like that. I've just been thinking about that over the last couple days. Yeah, I am really lucky. Like, I've been putting in the work. It's not all luck, but luck definitely has a large component to it, I think. Truly a tububer. Yep. YouTube's aesthetic does kind of match your VTuber model. Oh my god, you're right. I am red. That is my brand color. Do you guys think that YouTube is just being nice to me because I have similar colors in my branding? Oh my god, YouTube. You silly. But nah, like, so this question has come up enough times that I'm actually gonna talk about it when I make my, Q&A video. Q&A/FAQ video. But, people have been asking me if I want to do, like, if my channel continued to be successful and kept growing kind of at the rate that it has been, would I want to pursue doing YouTube as a full-time job? And honestly, as much as I like doing YouTube videos and as much as I like enjoying it, or as much as I've liked, doing it over the past couple of months, like, I don't think I would want to make YouTube my only thing. Because my comic is my main thing, right? So, like, if I do YouTube stuff, I want it to be like an income supplement that will let me work on my comic more, right? That's the ultimate thing with YouTube. It's like, I don't necessarily want to be a full-time content creator, but the extra money that I make on YouTube would allow me to spend more time working on my comic, which is an ultimate net positive for me, so. Floydified, thank you for the sub. You guys are being so freaking nice to me. Thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you for stealing money from Beth Jezos and giving it to me instead. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, I want my comic to be my full-time thing, but I'm not making enough on Patreon to support it entirely, to support me entirely just on that. But you know, I've really enjoyed YouTube, and YouTube has been extremely beneficial for the webcomics. So like, you know, oh gosh, there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening right now. Zero Nightwalker, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream squad. And also Hiromitsu47, thank you for the raid. Welcome, new friends. Hello, hello, hello. My name is, quick introduction, my name is Star, I'm a VTuber. We are drawing Vesper Noir, who is another VTuber from Holostars. We are just drawing at, we are hanging out and drawing today, and I'm being bonked. I'm actively being bonked. Why am I being bonked? What have I done to deserve this? But yes, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a nice stream. How do you get money from making comics? Patreon, mostly, but also occasional donations, and also, I have a revenue sharing platform through Tempus that I use. I used to make money on Webtoon, but then they stopped paying me, so now I hate Webtoon. We don't like Webtoon in this house. I actually have an entire video on that subject on my YouTube channel. It's my How Do I Make Money as an Artist video. Friendship ended with Webtoons. No, I literally made that meme. Friendship ended with Webtoons, now Tempus is my best friend. I literally made that meme. And then my my go-between person from Tempus messaged me, and she's like, I laughed so hard I cried at that. It was so deep fried, and I'm like, thank you. I worked very hard on it for 4 minutes in Photoshop. Thank you for the head pits. But yeah. I'm not gonna do my whole Webtoon rant. I can't do it. I can't let myself continue to get baited into it. But just know that if you look up in the night sky and you see and you see the moon. If you look closely, you will be able to see the reflection on the moon of me flicking off Webtoon with both hands. Cause fuck Webtoon. With a little heart emoji next to it. All my homies hate Webtoons, or something like that. Okay. Where else needs spot blacks? Come in and do something down here. Oh, that's why. Close gap is set super duper high. Jeez Louise. Oh, maybe that's not it. Bill Bucket is misbehaving today. A little bit. Okay, we're gonna merge these layers, convert brightness to opacity, set the background back to gray, boop. There. Coolamus Beansamus. Alright. I think the inks are good. So we're gonna name the layer, we're gonna lock it. We're gonna start putting down flats, baby. Let's go. It is coloring time. Time to color, everybody. Coloring time. Let's go. Congrats on the book. I discovered you with it, and I'm considering, even with the mailing cost, just wanted to say that before disappearing 2 times. Well, thank you. I hope you, even if shipping costs are a concern, you can always snag the ebook, because shipping for the ebook is 100% free, because I can just send it over the internet. It's very handy. So I offer that option, because I know that overseas shipping can be expensive. I wish it were otherwise, but unfortunately, shipping books costs a lot of money dollars. And there's nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. I do not control the post office. I I must bow to their whims, or else they will not send my packages. This man's is a lot of black on black on black. Gonna have to fuck around with my values a little bit. In the flatten stage. Okay, now we need this gold. Bam, 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 gold, bam, wham. Shiny gold, let's go. The inside of his coat is also gold, but I think I'm gonna do that with my usual silly nonsense. Yeah, there's all this trim. A lot of tricky flatting in this one. Gold buttons or silver button? Yeah, they're silver. Okay. Missing spots. I feel like making this book blue would make it kind of stand out a little bit. Yeah, I like that. I feel like this silver should be a little brighter though. There. Okay, did I miss any spots? I think I am good. Which means it's just about time for the usual bullshit! Are you guys ready for some hashtag art hacks? Oh my god, let's do it! Beep, 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 beep. If we turn off the line art, oh no, you guys, oh no! There sure are a lot of empty spaces behind my line art, causing all of these little uncolored nuggets to slip through. Oh no, what a nightmare. I sure wish there was a fast and easy way for me to fill in all of those spots super quickly and easily without having to manually color in every single one. That sure would be nice. I wish that was a thing that I could do. Anyway. Alrighty, but now we need to don't bonk me! What did I do? How did I do that? If you type !coloring in the chat, it will bring up the video tutorial I made on how I do coloring nonsense. It will answer all your questions. I tried moving my mic to a different position, but now I keep bumping it with my stylus. Oopsie poodles. So here's the thing. He's supposed to be like kind of pale and vampire-y, but I do think I'm gonna tweak his skin tone just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bitty bit. Just a itty bitty little bit. There. An artist working smart? That's impossible. Not on this channel, is not. We love to work smart here. Saving time, saving resources, let's fucking go. I always forget Vesper is meant to be this cool regal vampire librarian. He does not show that on stream. Not very, looks can deceive type. I love it though. See, I feel a real kinship with Vesper. We have one very important thing in common. Technically two. One, we are both VTubers. Two, we've both been stabbed before. So I feel a certain kinship with him, you know? I remember when clips of that story started popping up, I was like, no shit! We're stabbing buddies, let's go! But nah, Vesper won me over in his debut stream when he said he likes idol anime and he enjoys tiny hats. And I'm like, a man of refined taste! Thank God! Immediate Oshi selection, right there. Right then and there. I'm like, you've won me over, Vampire Man, let's go. VTubers of a feather or something, yeah, exactly. You know what I actually might do? Opacity down. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Give that man a tiny top hat. Joke's on you, I've already drawn that. It was a while ago, though. Oh, Ghost Skull 01Z, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, squad. Okay, you guys, you know what time it is. We've got our nice, pretty inks, and we've got our nice, pretty flat colors, and now we're gonna take them and we destroy them. And we just fucking get rid of them. We yeet them out of here. Get out of here, nice fancy spot or flat colors. We don't need your shit. And then we just color. Yeah, so I mentioned on the last stream very casually that I'm gonna be in a VTuber-themed stamp rally for MomoCon. Because a person who also has an artist alley table is organizing it. And so we all kind of like picked our top 3 of who we wanted to draw for the stamp, for like our stamps and also the prize for the stamp rally, which is gonna be like a little sticker sheet. And Vesper and Shinri are my 2 favorites, and the person running it apparently has very similar tastes, because they also picked the exact same, like, almost the same characters as me. And I was like, okay, they already put down Vesper as their #1 favorite, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'll take Shinri as my #1. They are a very close tie right now, is what I will say. And they were like, they pointed it out later, it's like, oh my god, Star, we share the same old man taste. And I'm like, listen, I'm in my 30s, okay? I like the ones that are chill and have nice voices and are easy to listen to. But yeah, Shinri's really nice. And he has been growing on me a lot over the last couple of weeks. He's a fellow horror aficionado, like I am. And also, he's just very nice to me on Twitter, which helps. Which helps. I've been posting the drawings that I've made on Twitter, and he's replied to like several of them complimenting my art, and I'm like, "Aw, thank you, Shinri." He's been very nice to me. But yeah, I mean, even aside from that, he's very sweet, and I enjoy him. But also, Vesper is like, he's my OG favorite of the boys. And he's fun to listen to. He's got a lot of really fun life stories, and I just appreciate him. I always like a streamer with a story, you know? They're fun to listen to. VTubers have been complimenting your art. They're so sweet. Yeah, I've been posting the arts in their, like, fan art hashtags, and a couple of them have replied and said really nice things. A few of them have, like, just, you know, like, retweeted stuff, which is, you know, like, I understand. They're busy. They can't reply to, like, every single piece of fan art they get. I still appreciate it because it still, like, helps get my work in front of new eyes, which is awesome. I've gotten several new followers over the past couple weeks, thanks to them. But, like, Shinri has commented on, like, every fan art that I've posted and just been really nice. And actually, Flayon actually replied to the one I drew of him as well. The little red guy with the shields that we drew a couple weeks ago. And he was also very nice about the art, and I'm like, aw, thank you! This is very sweet. But yeah, just wholesome little Twitter moments. I can't remember if Haka replied or if he just retweeted it. I think maybe he just retweeted it, but I don't remember. Love that for you. Me too! Me too, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I realized I hadn't actually posted any of the original Tempus boys. And so I'm probably just gonna save them and post them all at the same time. Because, like, I finished Magni weeks ago, and I just, through some kind of oversight, I never actually made, like, a proper post for his. So now I'm just like, I might as well wait and just post them all at once. like a compilation. Just post all the boys at the same time. What a heckin' sweetie Shinri is. No, he's so sweet. I love it. He's actually gonna be at MomoCon. It's like, damn it. If I wasn't gonna be chained to my Artist Alley table all weekend, I'd totally, like, go do one of the meet and greets. But also the meet and greets are really expensive, so... I think at another con, I'm not sure how much they are at MomoCon, but I know at another con they were like $80 for like a 2-minute meet and greet session, and I'm like, oh my god. With my water, I'm thirsty. I think next year I might save up some money and go see Dawn for C2E2. Oh, that'd be so cool! My mods are friends with each other! That's so cute! I love it. I love it! Ugh, maybe next year C2E2 will let me in. Let me in! I want to go to the show! I mean, I know for next year I'll actually, like, have Cast Off Volume 1, and so maybe they'll be more inclined to let me in. But... I want to start going to more Comic-Con style shows. I've got a couple coming up. I've got GalaxyCon Austin in September and then Rose City Comic-Con a couple weeks after that. I'm going to advertise Cast Off there. I won't have the books finished by then, but my goal is to have the Kickstarter running when I go down to Portland for Rose City Comic-Con end of September. Hopefully starting it, pretty soon, or like before GalaxyCon, so I can promote it there as well. But yeah, I applied for New York Comic-Con this year. There's like almost no chance I'm actually getting into that one. It's super competitive. But I went ahead and threw my hat in the ring, so we'll see what happens. And if I do get in, then I have an excuse to go visit my New York friends. Let's go. But yeah, I figure that it'll probably be easier for me to get into Comic-Con style shows once I have like more comics to show. And you know, like I have my webcomic, but I think they value like stuff in print more when you're applying for that kind of thing. So and I mean, fuck, when I'm applying for stuff next year, now I can say, oh yeah, I do comics and stuff, and also I'm a big famous YouTuber. Cause I mean, you know, as much as it's cringe, a certain amount of clout would probably help on like convention applications, right? As cringe as it is. It can't hurt. Plus now you're an influencer. I've always been an influencer. Excuse you. But yeah. What I would love is that, is if having a little bit more YouTube clout would help me get it, like, invited to more conventions. As, like, a guest, right? Because I'd love to go to cons and just yell about making webcomics all the time. Like, that's what I used to do for conventions before I started doing artist alleys. I would just go to cons and I would run a panel. And I would run multiple panels a weekend sometimes if they let me in. Talking about, like, how to make webcomics and stuff like that. And so, like, if a convention ever wanted to, you know, invite me as a guest, I would have programming built in. I've already made the PowerPoints and everything. I've already made the PowerPoints. Invite me as a guest to your convention. You don't have to pay me, just, you know, like, paying for, like, flight if required and hotel, like, paying for travel costs. I won't even ask for, like, a booking fee. Just, like, let me come to your con and market my shit. And I'll teach people how to make webcomics, dang it. I want to go to more cons. I love conventions, dang it. I love being around a whole bunch of freaking nerds and talking about nerd shit with fellow nerds. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get all these nerds to make comics. Follow your fucking dreams and whatever. I'm so wholesome. I just thought about it. It's like, oh my god, I get to play D&D tomorrow. Let's go! So excited. I like D&D, you guys. I like playing a fun little story with my friends, with a little character that I made, with a little guy. A little guy that I made. It's fun. I'm glad I found a group that I can gel with really well. One of these days I'll make a video talking about, like, all my D&D characters and stuff. But since I would want to, if I'm gonna do that, I want to make, like, some actual art of my D&D characters to use as the background while I'm talking about, you know, my D&D characters. Well, actually, you know, I am gonna be working on some like convention prints and merch, like, of my D&D characters. Because my thing is, like, I don't care too much about selling prints. I just want them to be eye-catching for my display. So I'm just gonna do, like, a bunch of really niche fandoms and also, like, a lot of original work in my prints. And I was thinking about doing that for MomoCon, so maybe I will have some D&D character art that I can make into a video soon. I definitely need to do one for Emery so I can scream about What's Left of Us and get people to watch the show. By the way, you should subscribe to our DM the J-Corn on YouTube and watch our D&D show What's Left of Us if you want to see me play an angry tiefling who is trying to get revenge on a doppelganger that stole her meat suit. Let's go! It's fun! You can watch it on Jay's YouTube channel. You gonna go to New York Comic Con? If I get accepted as a vendor, then yes. If not, probably not, because I can't afford the trip without justifying it somehow. I do want to make it up to a New York convention and eventually, because I've got friends who live up there that I would love to go visit. But I can't really write it off as a business expense unless I'm tabling, which means that I gotta get into the con first. I'd like to meet you. Well, I mean, like I tell people this all the time. If there's a convention that you really want me to go to and it's not one of the ones that are on my usual circuit, tell the con organizers that you want to see me at that convention, and they might actually like ask me as a guest. Like, if I get invited to as a guest to a convention and the convention helps like with my travel fees, I can go to pretty much any con. And I would love to go to pretty much any convention. It just matters that I can't afford to go to every single con unless I'm tabling there, and a lot of cons are like, if they're too small or if it costs too much to get me out there, then it's harder for me to justify it, right? But if I get invited as a guest, then I can write any expenses off as business expenses. I can just go wherever the hell I want, so I would love to go to as many cons as possible. So if you really want to see me at a convention, tell the con organizers. I know a lot of conventions have, like, places where you can request guests on their websites. You can email their, like, guest liaison and be like, hey, I really would like to see this YouTuber or this artist or this musician or whatever at the convention. And if they listen and I get contacted for it, then hell yeah, I'll go to whatever convention invites me. Because that sounds exciting and fun, and let's go. Who pays for business expenses if you run your own business? Me. But the thing about business expenses is that I can write them off on my taxes. And then I don't have to pay income tax on that money. So it is beneficial to me in a way. I just had to pay my taxes not too long ago. And I'm just like, money. I was so bummed. You guys. I was actually, honestly, ironically and weirdly, and I'll explain why in a sec, I was actually kind of looking forward to tax season this year. Because, okay, here's the thing. So for self-employed folks like myself, a lot of times what you can do is, because we don't get a paycheck, the tax money is not deducted from our paychecks, because I don't get a paycheck. So YouTube video about taxes when? Oh god, probably never. But yeah, so because my taxes are not withdrawn automatically with each paycheck I get, at the end of the year, I have to pay all of my income taxes, which is, you know, about 30% of my income. I have to pay it all in a lump sum at tax season. Last year, I had to send the IRS, like, days after purchasing a house and paying a down payment on a house, which was a 5-digit number. I had to spend another 5-digit number in a check that was getting mailed to the IRS for my 2021 business income. That did a real ouchie to me. So what I started doing at the suggestion of my accountant is that what they'll do, so say for my 2022 taxes that I just filed, one thing you can do is you can look at how much money you made in 2021, and then they'll say, okay, so based on your income in 2021, we can assume that at the end of the year, you will owe the IRS this much money, which means that if you want, you can pay your estimated taxes every quarter, which will end up, it's the same amount of money, but it is a lot easier to pay in 4 installments than to pay it all in one lump sum because, ouch. And so this past year, I've been paying my estimated income taxes, which was a 4-digit number a 4-digit number 4 times as opposed to a 5-digit number 1 time. But the cool thing is that in 2021, the year that my estimated taxes were being estimated from, I made a lot more money than usual because I had the original How to Webcomic Kickstarter in there. And I didn't have any Kickstarter income for 2022. So the estimated income taxes I was paying was technically more than I should have been paying because I wasn't going to have a bunch of additional Kickstarter income in my taxes, which meant that I was technically paying more money than I should have given the IRS, which means that I was going to actually get a tax refund this year. Oh my god, the government owing me money? Imagine the concept. So yes, technically, the IRS did owe me like $1,000 at the end of the year. However, when I sent all my tax stuff over to my accountant so that they could file it for me, they, instead of asking the IRS for a refund check, they ended up just applying the refund to my Q1 estimated taxes. So I had to pay about $1,000 less than I would have otherwise for this first quarter of 2023, and I was like, okay, I get it. I know that they were gonna send me a check and I would have just had to send it right back, but that's still disappointing. I was anticipating getting like, haha, I get a tax refund for once in my goddamn life. And then I didn't. And I was like, God damn it. Anyway. Hi, Don. You walked in when we were talking about taxes. Let's go. I know nothing about his character. He's a pretty vampire. He's old man VTuber. I love him though. Him and Shinri are tied for my favorites. I got a refund of $6. Hell yeah! Buy yourself a sandwich. Was watching What's Left of Us while cleaning. Super good show. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Thank you for watching our D&D show. Thank you for being a member of the Cool Kid Squad who watches our D&D show, We've Been Gaming Incorporated. Hey, have you guys watched our really cool D&D show, What's Left of Us? Links in the chat. Let's go. I really want more people to watch our D&D show, damn it. It's fun. We have an episode happening next week. We only play once a month, so it's really easy to catch up because there's not a whole lot to catch up on. So you guys should go watch it. Link in the chat. We have a new session coming up on next Friday, and I'm very hype about it. He looks kind of sexy the way I drew him here. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Looks a little like, he's looking a little, he's looking a little, Hey, Vesper. Kind of like, yes, hello, I'm Vesper Noir. Except in reality, if you actually watch his streams, he and I have a lot in common. For example, number one, most prudent example, we've both been stabbed once. I think technically he's been stabbed twice, but he's only told the one story. He's reading smut? Oh god. Is it weird that Vesper became a comfort character? Nah, I think that, like, streamers can do that for people. I know some people have said that I'm their comfort VTuber, and I'm like, aw, I just scream a lot and draw fun little pictures. That's very flattering. Y'all giving me the doki dokis and whatever over here. Sheesh. Did he stab himself with his fancy sword? Nah, he apparently, like, got stabbed at a bar and didn't notice until the next day, according to the story. And I'm like, that's Mayoshi right there. Oh my god. How? Good question. The world may never know. He's got a lot of, like I said, I love a guy, I love people who have fun stories. He has a lot. If you guys remind me, I will drop some, I'll drop some clips in the Discord. I'll drop some clips in the Discord after we're done streaming, if you guys remind me. I have to educate folks on, the Holo VTubers. It's like, my thing is, I'm not like a huge Hololive Holostars like stan or anything, but I find them enjoyable. I don't watch a lot of like full streams, but I'll go in and watch like clips and highlight reels and things of that nature. One of my, actually, yeah, I think my favorite stream that Vesper ever did was he did a Boomer versus Zoomer challenge with one of the younger members, and it was just them trying to stump each other, showing them things from their respective timelines. And I remember one of Vesper's things was like one of the old style of overhead projectors used in classroom. He's like, okay, bae, what is this? And she's like, what is that? And he had to explain dial-up internet to her, and she just did not get it. It was so fucking funny. And then she was explaining like TikTok trends to him, and he was just dying inside. Oh, it's so fucking funny. So fucking funny. Oh my god, it was the best shit. Like, if you're gonna watch one live Holostars stream, watch that one. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen. And oh my god, like the therapy stream he did with Crony, like back at when he first started streaming. That one was a special level of hell. That one devolved so quickly. That one was fucking hilarious. It's just so good. Good shit all around. Yes. Now I gotta watch that. Good, you should. It's fucking hilarious. Do they not have overhead projectors anymore? They have not the same kind that we had when we were kids. They have like, some schools are fancy and have like smart whiteboards, or just whiteboards in general. Some classrooms, I know that when my mom was teaching, they upgraded her school to, they had like hand cams that could be like hooked up to a projector. And so instead of using an overhead projector and transparencies, you could just draw straight on a piece of paper, like with the hand cam. It's very fancy. See, here's the thing, is that like, I'm old enough to remember dial-up internet, but I don't think we ever had dial-up internet at my house. I know that my friends had it. I remember I would like visit my friend's house in elementary school, and they would say, oh yeah, if we're gonna play games online, we might have to like stop if my mom has to make a phone call or something. Because, you know, with like old dial-up internet, you couldn't be on the phone and on the internet at the same time. But in my family, we never had that problem. I don't think we ever had dial-up internet. Not that I remember, at least. I'm sure we had it at some point, but it may have just been before. I didn't start really using the internet until middle school. So maybe by that point we already had, like, not dial-up internet, like proper internet? Quote-unquote proper internet? I don't know what you call the opposite of dial-up. Cable internet? Question mark. But yeah. Like, were we just fancy? We certainly were not rich, but I know that my dad was in IT for a while, and so we did generally have, like, nice technology at the very least. Like, I remember those big white Mac computers. Like one of the first the first type of home computer that you could get, and they were like super duper expensive, and we had 2 of them, and they sat right next to each other. I think we actually had 3 at one point, because I remember we had like a computer room, we had an office, right? And I remember my dad would be working on like 2 of them, and then I would be playing like the Toy Story CD-ROM game on the 3rd one. But yeah, I'm not sure if we owned all 3 of those. I think that maybe some of them were like his work computers or something. I actually have never talked to my parents about this. I should ask them. I should ask them. We never did have the like cool color early 2000s transparent plastic Mac computers though. I always loved those. I never had one. I didn't get my first, like, personal computer until I was I in middle school or was I in high school? I had a laptop when I was in middle school. It couldn't connect to the internet, so I literally just used it to play solitaire. It was a hand-me-down from my grandpa, and, I would, in the days before you could doom scroll on the internet as you fell asleep, I would have my big chunky black, like, Dell laptop on my side table, and I would play solitaire on it until I fell asleep. That was my middle school. That was middle school for me. I don't think I got a laptop until, like, my first laptop I don't think I got until, like, junior year of high school or something? But I remember that I was one of my first friends in like, I didn't get a smartphone until I went to college, but of my college friends, I was one of the only ones who had a smartphone, and so whenever we had to Google something, my friends would all look at me and be like, Star, you have a smartphone, Google that, and I was like, on it, and like, within a year or 2, everybody else got them, but my parents got me one before I went off to college, so that my mom could location track me and make sure that if I got kidnapped, she knew where I was. About good old Minesweeper. I actually never played Minesweeper. I don't know how to play Minesweeper. I've never played Minesweeper before. I was a solitaire girly. I like solitaire. I played a lot of solitaire. Back in my day, you had to use cards to play solitaire. Hey, listen, I've played, like, solitaire with an actual proper deck of cards before. I liked playing it on the computer, though, because it would reset it automatically for you when you lost. And it was nice. It meant that I didn't have to, like, fully reset the deck all by myself. The computer did it for me. It was convenient. I liked it. What about so-and-so? Guys, the only game I played was solitaire, I promise. There's no other games for me. No other games in my heart other than solitaire. What about XYZ? No, only solitaire. I was a solitaire girly through and through. I did play a lot of Sudoku. Like, I had Sudoku puzzle books, and I would take them to class with me, and I would play them while waiting for class to start. In high school, I had a big old Sudoku phase. I was very into Sudoku. Which is why when I played 999, I felt so special. Because the final puzzle is like a Sudoku puzzle. At least in the old editions of the game it was. In the original game, it was a Sudoku puzzle. One of the last puzzles of the game. And either you solved it in 5 minutes, or it took you 1,000 years. And I remember I solved that final puzzle in, like, 2 minutes, because I'm like, oh, it's Unix, I know this! The VTuber's glitching? It might be because I'm getting notifications on my phone. I haven't noticed it glitching, but I'm also not looking at it constantly. It might just be because my phone's getting notifications. It happens sometimes. Is it regular style, or is it because it's for stickers? I mean, this is my chibi art style that I like to use. I've got the style I use for cast off, and I've got my chibis. I like to draw chibis. I've been considering making myself like a chibi model in this art style, because I think it would be cute. I also want I need to hurry up, and I want to make a, like an updated, improved version of this model. I want to make a 2.0, and I want to give it a second outfit. Because I have an idea for another outfit that I want to do. I just got to sit down and make the art for it. But I don't have a whole lot of free time right now. That's one of those back burner projects that's just wasting away back there. with no one to pay attention to it. I'm dying inside. If the fact that I made my own model art wasn't such a big part of my branding, I would have just commissioned new model art, but alas, the burden is placed on me and me alone. Because I do my own model art. Damn it. Want to do a quick doodle of yourself as a chibi and come back to it? Yeah, I could. I could. As if your model wasn't already a little guy. I am a little guy. I could be littler, though. Theodore, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream squad. I could always be littler. And even imagine an even littler guy. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, I fucked up my layout. Whoa. Whoa, I fucked it up. Oh no. Okay, I fixed it. I pressed the wrong button. Definitely my favorite comfort YouTuber. Thank you! I promise not to scream too much. Yes, welcome to my stream. I'm drawing some old fart. We have to go even further beyond little guy. Even littler guy? Dun dun dun! Even littler guy! Let's go! Little guys, combine! Pew 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 pew! Little guy powers activate. What is a god to a little guy? Exactly. Little guys, unite! Oh yeah, I gotta do his glasses. That's what I gotta do. I gotta do his glasses. Little guy Pokemon evolves into slightly bigger guy. Yeah, I'm a Pokemon. I'm gonna evolve and then I'm gonna kick all your asses. Let's go. Little guy evolves into slightly less little guy. Let's go. Yeah, so now we got glasses, no glasses, glasses, no glasses, glasses, no glasses. Yay. Glasses, no glasses. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Looks a little more mature with the glasses, yeah. Okay, now we gotta do... We're gonna do the gold on, like, the inside of his jacket. With the cool and fun style that I like to do. Be very extra about it. I'm gonna be real for a sec. Your art style is honestly one of my faves, and you are one of my favorite creators. Well, thank you! You guys are just coming into my stream and saying nice things to me. Gonna get a... You're making it harder and harder to stay humble. My goodness. Oh, hydrate check? Okay. Uh-oh. Oh no, orange! I hope this looks good. This isn't the way I would usually do, like, the colors on the inside of the jacket. But hopefully it looks cool. Okay. Firstly, I think we need to make this more yellow. That's a little green. And maybe we just kind of go in and play around a little bit. I'm not 100% on this whole thing. Blech. That helps. That does help, I think. I am struggling a little bit. Okay. Maybe. That kind of looks cool. That kind of looks cool. Maybe. Maybe. Ugh. Okay, now I'm gonna go and do my usual bullshit. I think that technically this part should be that same gold. Ugh, this is too much. I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it, dang it. This part's tricky. It's like a reward. It always looks fun and cool, but sometimes it's a little bit of a trick to get it right. Get it just right. I'm probably gonna change the color to a, not a blue, but maybe something else. Maybe like a slightly more purplish blue, I think, maybe. Sorry, I'm a little bit quiet right now. I'm focusing. Focus mode! Focus mode. We are enabling focus mode, chat. We are focusing. No offense, but your voice puts me to sleep. Is that it? Well, some people would say that's a compliment because it means that I'm soothing enough to fall asleep to. So I hope that was a compliment. I hope it was intended as such. And not that I'm boring. Being boring. Am I boring to listen to? No, I know you probably don't mean it like that. Probably. Yeah, yellows are a bitch to shade. Oh my god. Oh, save? Okay, yeah, good idea. It's been a bit. It's the meow meow song, you guys. It's time. It's the Meow Meow Animal Crossing song! That sounded like Yoshi a little bit when I did that. That's what Milo does to me. She'll like just come up to me while I'm like on the toilet or something. And she'll just be like, and she'll just yell at me. I'm like, what do you want? And she just stares at me. And she just goes, that's what she does, chat. She screams at me. I bought her some new toys today. I bought her and Molly some new toys. So you guys know that the shower curtain rings are Milo's favorite toys ever. But while I was at the pet store today, I ended up buying, I bought them some springs. Like some little plastic toy springs, because I've seen those on, like, TikTok, that some people's cats really like those. They are not fucking interested even a little bit. Even a little bit, chat. They're just like, what the fuck is this? Okay, it's a piece of trash. Thanks. And then they just go back to what they were doing. And I'm like, aw, I purchased springs for you. You don't even appreciate them. Don't even want the springs. These are all the rage on TikTok, you ungrateful little animals. Cat noises are perfection. Thank you. I'm very fluent because I yell back at my cats. That's what she does to me in the morning. She wakes me up by screaming in my face. Meow! And then she'll just do that until I feed her. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Yes, Milo do scream, it's true. You scream, baby. Whoa. Okay. I think we're getting there. Might fuck around a little bit with this underlight color, though. Ooh, red. That looks very vampire-y. He's not really a vampire, but... yeah, the desaturated blue works a little better, I think. There. Coolest beans imaginable. You sure he's not a vampire? I think technically it was designed to look like one, but he's gone off on streams. He's like, I'm not a vampire, I just look like one, shut up. But here's what we are gonna do, though, is we're gonna come and do my other variety of usual bullshit, which is adding a white stroke around things. You guys know me. I love putting unnecessary white outlines around things, because they just look cool sometimes. He's a silly little guy, it's true. Confirmed for silly little guy. The star unnecessary details fish face. Oi! Hey! It's not unnecessary, it looks cool. Nah. The star super necessary, super cool details fish face. To you. I don't think it needs one up here, actually. The contrast between the book pages and the hair is pretty okay. I just like the outlines. They're fun, okay? Okay, chat. I just like crisp outlines around things, damn it. It looks cool and neat and nice. They make the whole image pop. They do! You guys know me, I like details that pop! Make those props pop, exactly! The urge to make an unfortunate joke right now is so strong. I'm not gonna do it. I refuse to stoop so low as to make a pussy popping joke. I'm not going to do it, but you guys can fill in the blanks in your minds for me. So there you go. I'm not going to actually do it. My mind has been poisoned by the TikTok memes. Damn it. I'm not actually going to say it, but you guys can do it for me. You guys can fill in the blanks for me, and you all will bear the burden of having cursed, poisoned minds. Well, I will remain innocent as a flower. I'm say so. As is the VTuber parlance. I'm say so VTuber. I don't say things like, damn, that pussy be poppin'. I would never say that. Because I'm say so. Damn it. No, don't clip it! No! Damn it! I said I wasn't gonna do it! Fuck y'all. Not actually, but damn it. No! Okay. What color outline does Vesper get, do you guys think? Purple? Maybe orangey, actually, because he's got, like, the gold around him. Orangey. Yes! Yes! With the orange outline. Yes! Powerful. Powerful lines. Orangey. Orangey. Gonna tidy up the outer edge line art just a little bit because it's a little wackadoodle in a couple places. We come around and we fix. We go around the outer edge. We adjust if needed. Doo-doo. Looking for little stray lines. Like that. Clip the pussy pop apart too. No! Damn it! Stop. Damn it. Okay. I have an idea. Hear me out. What if... Oranji also on... Ooh. That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. Maybe. Oranji? I feel like it might be a little bit much in places. I feel like it might be a little bit much. But largely, I think that maybe it's just not needed on dish part. I don't think we need it on the teacup because the contrast is already so strong. Did you ever add the color circle behind Axel, or did you just not want to do that with these boys? No, I did it later because I'm going to post them all at once, so I didn't need to do it during the stream. I'm just gonna, yeah. I'm gonna do it later because I'm gonna upload these boys all at once, so I'm gonna make them look like, you know, all cohesive and stuff once I'm ready to post them. And now it's time for, once again, the usual bullshit! Maybe I want to make this a little cooler. Purple's a bit too much, I think. Ooh, green is interesting. It does not work, but it's interesting looking. Add some kind of bluey highlights along the backside. You do be fiddling. Let's fuck around a little bit more, shall we? Let me see. Let me see. Kind of like that. Just a little bit of gradient map. Just an itty bitty bit. Try some different ones. Thing is, I don't want to make the darks too saturated. That one's kind of nice. Now he looks like he's in an old-fashioned movie. Try something else. Let's try... color balance. We're just fucking around a little bit. And by golly, we might as well find out. I do think I like it with the... I don't know. That's very purple. You guys can't see the menu I'm using, but I'm messing around with a color balance layer. Oh, stretch break. Stretch. Stretch. De-shrimp everybody. Where? Yeah. Nope. I think I'm gonna stick with my guts. I think I'm gonna stick with my guns and not add any weird filters and stuff. I think it's a sign that I'm getting better at using color when I go in and, like, I think about adding, like, filters on top, and then I ultimately decide, no, it doesn't need any filters, because it looks good the way it is. And then I'm like, hell yeah, that's called confidence in our coloring ability, baby. We love to see it. Because I have been very conscious of how much I maybe over-rely on, like, filters and stuff after I'm done with my art to make it look better. And I want to grow past it. Spot blacks on the shoes. Yeah, had fun. Leather shoes, fun spot blacks. Let's go. Oh, save. Okay. I think we're just about done. I've started doing like these little kind of like faint blue reflected lights in the darkest parts of the shadow type drawings, like little details, and I like it. I think it looks neat. I just think it looks neat. Okay. I think we're done with this lad. I think I'm calling him finished. Let's go! Yeah. Alright, let me grab that circle. I shouldn't be. Grab the— oh no, it's on top of him! Oh no! There we go. Let's make it kind of like a purpley, I think, maybe. Yeah. Purpley. Needs the glasses. I have the— they're on another layer, you guys. Relax. There's his fucking glasses. Are you happy? It's fine, you guys. And now they're gone. And now they're gone. I took them away. Someone super chat— no, do not. Do not. I was like, super chat me $1,000 and I'll put the glasses back. Glasses back. Yay! Chat says yay! And I take them away. Okay, fine. I'll give him his glasses. Sheesh. And I'll give his some little glasses highlights too if it'll make you happy. Sheesh. Guys are so needy. My goodness. Needy chat. You're like my kitten. So needy. Oh, I fucked it up. Not overlay, I need add. There. And do my very extra highlights layer. There's a little part of the process called just trust the process. And then we turn down the opacity so it's not quite so intense. Before, after. Before, after. It's subtle, but it adds a little bit of pizzazz. Hey chat, guess what? No more glasses. Ha 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 ha! I have the power here! Ha 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 ha! Ha ha! Fine, I'll give him his glasses back. Jesus Christ. Alright. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it a stream. Change canvas size. We need 10 by 10, and we scoot. There. Blam. That's my guy. That's my guy, Mr. Vesper. Vesper Noir. All this power, yet she still can't draw any cake. I will end you with my own bare hands. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. Thank you guys for coming. Next stream will be on Friday. Friday might be a shorter stream. I don't have too much. I need to finish my Vash the Stampede chibi, but I'll be honest, I might end up redrawing him because I'm not like 100% in love with how I drew him last time. But I did lay down like bait colors. I might stick with him. I might redraw him. We will see how I am feeling. If not, I might start on a new print design featuring me and my VTuber, so that I can hang that on my artist alley table. Let's go. But yeah, I will see you guys. Next stream is on Friday, and I'm gonna shill before we end it. If you like my art and would like to see more of it, please check out my webcomic cast-off, where you can see all kinds of art and my scrunkly little guys that I draw all the time. And if you're interested in making a webcomic of your very own, you should check out the Kickstarter for my new book, How to Webcomic, which is getting close to 33,000 on Kickstarter. Let's go! It's climbing, baby, it's climbing. But yeah, and then, what else do I want to do? Yeah, you love Stars Blorbos, check cast off out. Thank you for chilling me for me. If you have not already subscribed on YouTube, please do so, because my YouTube, I'm trying to I've decided as of last night, my new goal is to get my YouTube subscriber base to surpass my TikTok subscriber base in numbers. And we're about a third of the way there, so, you know, I'm not anticipating hitting that anytime soon, but, you know, eventually, maybe, we can hit that. But yeah, please subscribe to my YouTube to see future streams and other, like, future videos and stuff. Let's go! And yeah, if you like my art and you want to, now that the set's done, all of my Holostars designs will be stickers and keychains on my store pretty soon. So if you haven't checked out my store and joined my newsletter yet, you should totally do that. It's the best way to get notified of all my stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a stream. Thank you guys for joining me. Next stream will be on Friday. I will see you all then. Until then, take care, friends, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.